Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Travel Dairy. I'm your host Sharjeel, and today we're not chasing any famous lake or viewpoint. No viral spots, no big names. We're just in the car, leaving Skardu, driving toward Kharmang. And somehow this simple drive turns into one of my favorite little memories.
And I'm Abdullah, sitting on the passenger side in this story, staring out of the window like a kid. You know that feeling when a city slowly fades in the rearview mirror? That's exactly where this episode begins.
Yeah, picture this. We've just rolled out of Skardu town. The shops, the honks, the mechanic workshops, they're all sliding behind us. In the first 15-20 minutes, you're excited, talking about plans, making random jokes, arguing about music, and then the energy kind of softens.
Exactly. You look at the map and think, all right, Kharmang is still a decent drive away. And that's the moment where a long road can either become boring or you decide, let's turn it into something small and special.
So we decided on the second option. No big plan, no picnic announced on Instagram, just quietly agreeing, somewhere between two speed breakers, that we'll keep an eye out for a nice, safe spot to stop. A tiny roadside picnic. Nothing fancy. Just enough to break the road day monotony.
Now, the Skardu-Kharmang road has this very particular feel. As you go further, the river, Indus, starts changing character. It narrows a bit. The color slowly shifts from that muddy, powerful flow to this surprising green. Not neon swimming pool green, more like clear glass with a hint of jade.
And the houses. You see these stone homes kind of hugging the slopes, stacked in terraces. Laundry lines, a goat or two, maybe a kid waving at your car. The road itself becomes simpler. Rock walls on one side, river on the other, and fewer tourists around.
Which is beautiful, but also means you have to be a bit more conscious. This isn't a highway with big rest areas every 10 kilometers. It's mostly villages, fields, and narrow stretches. So while we're enjoying the scenery, we're also scanning for something very specific, a wide lay-by where we can pull over without causing drama.
Yeah, that's an important point. If you're listening and planning something similar, one rule: never just slam the brakes in the middle of the road because the view is pretty. Pretty views are everywhere out there. What you really want is a clear, wide opening where your car can go fully off the road, away from any curves or blind turns, so other drivers are totally safe.
So after maybe 45 minutes, the mood in our car's quiet. The excitement has settled. The road is snaking along the river. We pass a couple of small villages, a tiny shop with some chips hanging outside, and then we see it.
Just this small, dusty opening on the riverside. No house directly next to it, no field, no fence, nothing that looks like someone's private property. The river below is this clear green, moving steadily but not violently. And there's space, actual space, to pull the car completely off the main road.
We slow down, indicator on. First thing we both do, almost automatically, is check traffic. Is there a curve right behind us? Are any trucks coming fast? Are we visible from a distance? Only when we're sure it's safe and won't disturb anyone, we roll into that little side area.
And honestly, that checking part is what makes the whole picnic feel relaxed. Because you're not sitting there thinking, oh no, are we in someone's way? Are we blocking the road? Did we park in front of someone's field? We were far from any gate, any crops, or any boundary wall. If you see clear signs of farming or walls, just skip it and drive on.
So, car sorted, handbrake up. Then comes the fun part, turning this random patch of earth into our little picnic spot. We open the doors, stretch like we've just completed a marathon, and straight away, the air hits us. Cooler, cleaner, with that slight bite you get in your mountain water.
We're not professional picnic influencers, by the way. Our setup was super simple. One small mat folded in the back, a couple of reusable water bottles, a few packets of chips, some biscuits, a small flask of tea, and light extra layers because in Baltistan, the wind can suddenly decide to remind you who's boss.
And crucial detail, a trash bag. Honestly, this is the one thing I beg people to pack. Just an ordinary bag where every wrapper, every tissue goes straight in. You pack it in, you pack it out. These valleys are stunning, and they stay stunning only if we don't treat them like a dustbin.
So we park the car in a way that it becomes our windbreak. Road on one side, river down below, car in between,
and our mat on the calmer side. That simple trick, using the car as a shield, makes such a difference. Your chips don't fly away, your tea doesn't cool in 30 seconds, and you're also a step further from the road, which feels safer.
We spread the mat, sit down, and suddenly the whole pace of the day changes. You're not just passing through the landscape anymore. You're sitting in it. You hear the low roar of the river. You notice the different shades in the rock. You spot a bird darting across. All these small details that you completely miss if you never step out of the car.
And it's so low effort. We're just passing the tea flask back and forth, arguing about which chips taste better, laughing about some old camping disaster. If you're traveling with kids or elders, this kind of stop is golden. It gives everyone a proper break without needing a restaurant or a big tourist spot.
But even in this relaxed vibe, there are a few tiny details that really matter. First one, shade versus sun. Up there, the sun can be quite strong, even when the air feels cool. We checked where the shadow would be, made sure we weren't just roasting ourselves for an hour. A cap or scarf can save you from a surprise sunburn.
Second, the river itself. That green water looks very inviting, but mountain rivers are not a joke. The current is often stronger than it seems. So our rule is simple. No going right to the edge, especially if you have kids with you. Keep a clear boundary. Enjoy the view from a safe distance, hold children's hands, and don't turn your back on them near water.
And keep an ear on the road, too. We chose a spot where the noise level was low, but we could still hear if vehicles were coming. You don't want to be blasting music so loud that you forget you're a few meters away from a running road. Calm, low-volume conversations work perfectly in these places.
Respect also means noticing if there are homes or fields nearby. Even if nobody is coming out to say anything, you don't want to be shouting, playing loud music, or wandering into someone's space. In our case, we were lucky. No house directly overlooking our spot, no crops, no animals grazing. If you see any of that, keep your footprint small and your volume low.
So there we were, just sitting quietly, eating our snacks, shoes off, toes in the dust. A truck passed by once in a while, a local Suzuki with people in the back. Some waved, we waved back, and that was it. No crowd, no pressure to take 100 pictures. Just a slow, simple hour on the side of the road.
And after that hour, the packing up becomes part of the ritual. We finish the last sips of tea, make sure all wrappers are in the trash bag, shake the dust off the mat. I always do a little walk around just to double check that we haven't dropped anything. No tissue hiding behind a stone, no bottle cap under the car.
Yeah, leave the spot cleaner than you found it. That's the goal. Even if there was some rubbish already lying around, if you have space, pick up a couple of extra things. It takes 1 minute and honestly feels good when you drive away knowing you helped that place a little bit.
Once everything is packed, we ease the car back onto the road. Again, checking for traffic, making sure visibility's clear. In the feeling, it's like someone pressed refresh on the whole journey. The same road that was starting to feel long suddenly feels new again.
You're not just counting kilometers anymore. You're thinking, that was our little river stop. That's the stone house we saw. That's the bend where we sat and laughed about nothing important. The day becomes a string of memories instead of just a line on the map.
So if we turn this story into a simple, repeatable formula for you, it's this. On any long northern road, whether it's Skardu to Kharmang or somewhere else, watch for a wide, clearly visible lay-by away from curves and private land. Park fully off the road. Use your car as a windbreak. Lay out a small mat. Keep your valuables close. Keep your music low. And enjoy a quiet 45 minutes with snacks and scenery.
Stay away from the edge of fast water. Keep kids within arm's reach and treat the land gently. Take everything you bring and maybe a little extra trash that wasn't yours. That's really all it takes to turn a simple drive day into a gentle travel memory.
If this idea of a low-budget, low-effort roadside picnic sounds like something you want to try, we've put together a small transit day picnic checklist for routes across northern Pakistan. What to pack, what to look for, and what to avoid. You can grab it on our website. The link is in the episode description. Save it on your phone before your next trip, and you'll always be ready to turn a long road into a small adventure.
All right, that's it from our little roadside memory in Kharmang Valley. Until next time, travel slow, travel kindly, and keep some space in your plan for these quiet, unexpected breaks.
This is Sharjeel with Abdullah, signing off from Travel Diary. Khuda Hafiz.
and I'll meet you again on another road with another story.